Alright, so here's an idea I have with this Sentra. So this QR, in this first gen, I don't know if they do it still, Nissan put the coolant line going through the throttle body. Which makes me theorize one night, I know why they probably did this. It's probably just to save on fuel, hence the engine, because the air is less dense when it's hotter, the engine will have to use less fuel. Yes, that does work. I mean, Toyota used this, I think, a system like that in the Prius to heat up like the intake, and it just made me wonder if you right now I'm just trying to save fuel, which I don't think this will be helping, but anyway, once we're trying to make power, if we take this out, just have this loop back into the engine, to the coolant, this will no longer get hot, as hot as it would. But if we can take it a step further and maybe mount a little radiator from a PC, it still has water in it, and has a fan as well, just a PC fan, and have this, I 3D printed this water block, this water pump, but connect all this and make its own cooling system. So instead of this thing having to get warmer, it would get colder. Because I know, even with that not looping, sure, it may be colder, but you still have this heat coming from here, blowing from the exhaust as well, going kind of over this, and this thing trapping in the heat. So why not just take it a step further, mount this thing somewhere away from the heat of the engine, probably around there, because there's just more space there. Since I took the entire freaking, OEM intake, so there's so much room. Mount the radiator, have this fan, I don't know, probably connected to the main fans, so when they kick in, they kick in when the car is stopped in stoplight. Because when you're driving along, this is just gonna get colder. It's just gonna get colder. That's kind of how that works. So that will cool down my intake more. And if I go back to the cold air intake setup instead of this warm air intake, you'll get kind of charged with more colder air. So with colder air, it's denser. So denser equals more fuel, but more fuel and air equals more power, more boom. That's just a theory I'm having, but I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm just wanting right now I'm just wanting to know all the fittings, and kind of one day I'm gonna do it one day. But it's just a project. I guess it's a project I do want to do a lot, because I've gone through every single forums. A lot of forums say I guess they don't say. I just see them say that they just take off the coolant line so it runs cooler instead of having. Because this thing is a freaking engine. It is hot as hell. That going straight in there. That is I don't know. I guess it's good for fuel economy, but for now I'll leave it like that. But I will change it soon, and I do want to see if this works. And I also want to see if this thing can actually last. We'll have to put this away from all that heat. At least this whole pocket. And also want to know if I can probably relocate. I do want to know, because I've seen some people in the forums have relocated the battery here so it can lose weight up here. They put it in the back, in the trunk. I really want to know how to do that. So that's something I'm going to go discover and research. Because then this will open up an entire room here. So I can even put a better setup, probably. So those are just my plans on this car. Just maybe making that intake manifold colder. Probably gotta research, where does this go? Does this thing go all around inside? There's a pocket? Or is it just around there? Looks to be just around there, but you never know. I don't know, in fact. I didn't design this. Anyway, I guess that's everything. Like, comment, subscribe. Actually, comment down. You have like any suggestions or any like, any comments about this idea. Like, what do you think? Is it gonna work or not? Or is this probably just a waste of time? I'm probably still gonna do it just to see if it even works. Yeah, see y'all.